Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Sunday, October 27th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Fabulous. We're excited for you, as always. If it doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Fearless Familiars, J. Edward Neal. You can find that on shadowartfinds.com, or they have an Etsy shop. I believe it's a husband and wife team. I believe. I could be wrong. One on the table. Two on the table. Four on the table. I hope everybody's having a good day, enjoying the weekend. We got 5 on the table. Six on the table. Seven on the table. Eight on the table. Let's do one more shuffle. Okay. I'm going to set these over here on the cell. Wait. I want to look at the top. Okay. It's just a jumble of stuff. We've got the All-Seer, the Vanguard, the Evil Eye. We've got Bliss, the Trickster, the Sentinel, the Flame, Curiosity, the Lover, bottom of the deck. Take what resonates. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. So there's someone, a seer, who's on guard against Evil Eye, but still able to live their life relatively peacefully, in spite of a trickster. A witch, maybe? I mean, they're obviously sending some Evil Eye. I never remember what sentinel means. Wasn't that a freaking movie? Okay, seriously, my phone is ridiculous. Okay. A soldier or guard whose job it is to stand and keep watch. What? Okay, so seriously. Um Okay, okay. Either this trickster is a guard watching this all-seer, this seer. With the flame card, I'm getting two things. They're angry. They're very angry. And they also could be a fire sign. I don't usually pick up on that, but when I saw it, I thought fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Take how that resonates. Even though this person is angry with this seer, they're curious about how they still love and care and give to others. Now, second scenario is this guard is someone completely different from the trickster, but someone that knows the trickster and was hired to watch this seer, to keep track of them. Again, someone that would be angry, someone that could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But even though they're angry, there's a curiosity there for the seer and how they do what they do. Whoever this trickster is unprotected. They're the only one that has no moon shape on their card. The evil eye card and the trickster card. No moon shape. They're unprotected. Meaning they don't have the grace of God or angels. Probably not even their ancestors at this point. Not even their dearly departed loved ones. This is someone that fucked around and found out. The seer has like a half moon, and then there's a what would you call that? It looks like a cane, but it's not a cane. That you would call it something else. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it completes the moon somewhat, right? Like it almost completes a full circle. This seer is partially protected and partially protects themselves. So, like, they're not out there on their own. They're not out there trying to protect themselves by themselves, protect themselves for themselves. They have some protection. They're afforded some protection from God, from angels, from their dearly departed loved ones, whatever the case may be. This sentinel, let's talk about this sentinel, this guard, whose job is to watch this seer, to keep track of them. This person, there's a whole circle there. There's a whole moon there. This person is protected. This person is protected because even though they work for this trickster or work alongside this trickster, even though they have anger towards this seer, there's something else there with the curiosity and the lover. Whoever this guard is, this sentinel, this person has a deep curiosity for this seer. And like I said before, like it's like they don't know how this seer does what they do, but at the same time, like secretly, they love this seer. I don't know that I would say they're in love, but they have a love for this seer. Like they watch this seer speak the truth and they're like, damn, like how do you even harness that kind of energy? How do you even know? The more and more this sentinel watches this seer, the more and more they realize that their anger is unfounded and their allegiance from the trickster starts to fade. Whoever this sentinel is, they will eventually become this seer's protector on the other side, from the inside, however you want to look at that. Like at one point, the trickster's going to be like, I want you to like go watch this seer. And if they say this or do this, I'm going to put a spell on them. We're going to put a spell on them. And the sentinel's like, no, I'm not doing that. Like they don't deserve it. It's useless. It's not going to work anyway. Every spell we do doesn't work. So why would we keep trying? There's something about like dissension in the ranks is what I just like. I literally am saying it as I hear it. Like this trickster might have a bunch of different people watching this seer, and this sentinel is turning. Like their allegiance is turning. And at some point their anger is going to turn. It's going to come off of the seer. Like they're no longer going to be angry at the seer, but they're going to be angry at this trickster. If they're not already. Sorry, I brought my tea in with me. whoever they are, if I don't know, like, because I think it's like a group. Like I said, I think this trickster has more than one person watching this seer. When I look at this moon here and this, I don't know what you would call it, but it just reminds me of someone like with a crystal ball and like trying to look into the future, trying to look into someone's future. And I picture this person, this trickster, or this group that they're in, trying to harness like moon energy in a negative way. You guys know how I feel about that. That pisses me off beyond belief. And I think whereas the Sentinel once took part in that moon magic, that black magic, that dark magic, now they're looking at it like seriously, like, come on, like, we're going to keep doing this? Like, what are we doing this for? And I think that's when like the anger starts and they start directing it towards the appropriate person, which would be the trickster. Because why? Let me just say this. If you're a dark witch and you have a loathing for someone specific and you send them a spell and you're watching to see if it works and it doesn't seem like it worked, let's say that spell was like to take away their money. Okay, like, oh, I want you to not have any money, like, so you can't do anything, so you're poor. And let's say this person posts on like Facebook or Instagram or something and says like, oh, like, I worked overtime and I got an extra $500 this month. You realize your spell didn't work, right? Like, you realize that, right? Like, that didn't really do anything. Then you go and you do another spell and you say like, this person's too pretty. Like, I want them to have acne all over their face. And you wait like 3 months. And every time you go online and you look at this person, no acne. Your spell didn't work, right? Like, didn't really work, Like, at that point, why would you keep casting spells that don't work? Not to mention the fact that most of the time, maybe not all the time, but most of the time, that shit's just going to come back on you. You're going to lose money. You're going to have acne. I don't understand. Like, how could people not understand? Like, you could use magic for so much good for yourself. For yourself? And instead, you're trying to use it to hurt someone else. And you think that God and the angels and the spirit guides and the ancestors and the dearly departed loved ones, like, you think they're going to be okay with that. Like, you think they're just going to let that slide forever. Like, you think you're not going to incur karma. Tarot readers talk all the time about people trying to prevent towers and trying to stave off their karma. You want me to be honest? I don't think that works. I don't think you can prevent a tower. I'm putting that out in the universe. You cannot prevent a tower moment. You cannot prevent your karma. Ooh. Let's see if you get that tower moment now. Let's see if you get that karma now. Maybe I'll put that in my manifest journal. I always get what I want when I manifest. FYI. Stupid. So stupid. And this person, this sentinel, this guard, is realizing like how futile it is. And it's so futile that this sentinel is like switching to the other side. They're like, wait a minute. Like, why am I a part of this? Like, what is this doing for me? And this person took part at some point. They're going to incur karma. They're going to get those tower moments, whether they like it or not. So now they're realizing, well, shit. Like, I probably should stop now and take what I got coming to me and maybe get my ass on a healing journey. I mean, hopefully that's what they're thinking. Because, like, this is stupid. This is so stupid. I don't get it. I don't get it. I watched another tarot reader, I think it was like earlier last week, talking about how, people, certain humans just let themselves be run by demonic entities, evil, whether they realize it at first or not. Eventually, I assume you probably do. Just like people who are inherently good know that they're good and they're in God's favor in some type of way. You would know that you're evil, that you let entities and low vibrational entities, run you. You know that never works out, right? Baby, that never works out. Because the devil doesn't care. The devil is going to use you until you are a sack of bones and they have drained every bit of energy out of you that they possibly can. And then they're going to kick you out into the cold and leave you for the wolves. That's what the devil does. When you're of God and you ask for saving, you receive. I received. The devil isn't going to bail you out at the last moment like God did for me. The devil ain't going to give a shit. You're a pawn, When you work for the devil, you're a pawn. Some people don't get that. I don't know what's going to happen with this Sentinel. Like, there's no card to indicate, like, leaving or an ending or anything like that. And I'm not seeing that. So I'm guessing probably has not happened yet. Guessing that they're probably still involved with this group, this trickster. Maybe they feel forced to be, like they can't leave. I don't know. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that every day. You're afraid to leave a situation. Why? Because you're afraid someone's going to unalive you, blackmail you. I mean, at that point, what do you have to lose? Because if you stay where you are, your life is meaningless. Your life is gone. I guess this person is stuck there. I always hate saying that because I don't feel like people should be stuck anywhere. Like, you have the power to free yourself. You have the power to free yourself every day. How many times have I freed myself from situations that I wasn't supposed to be in? Many. And not on my own. I had help. And it's kind of funny because it's even in the cards. The All-Seer is protecting themselves with the Vanguard card, even though they're getting evil eye sent at them. They still are living a happy life with the Bliss card. Like what don't you I don't get it. Like, what don't you understand? Like, this seer is not feeling it. Or even if they are feeling it, it's like this. Like, you wanted it to be like this, and it's like this. Like, what is wrong with people? And I keep saying you, but you know what I mean. Maybe I'm saying you because they're watching right now. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm not really seeing or feeling anything else. I think I would just be repeating myself. Yeah, they're like looking up at the moon, right? Curiosity, they're looking up at the moon. Kind of googly eyed when I look at it. And when you look at the lover card, they're like almost like starstruck, like their eyes are white. There are some situations you can never come back from, but you can heal yourself and you can move on and you can make a pledge to yourself, not even necessarily to God, but to yourself to be a better human and do better, be better and do better. I say that all the time because I don't think if this sentinel is working with this trickster, I don't think this all-seer would have anything to do with them, and I wouldn't blame them. But if the sentinel wants to have any type of life for themselves, they got to pull themselves out of it on their own. That's all you can really do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope I'm like, wait, what day is it? Like, what day is it? I'm like looking at my tree outside and I'm like, have a happy Sunday, people. Bye.